When a cat is abandoned, or suddenly placed in an unfamiliar environment, what happens inside its mind is far more devastating than most people realize. To us, it may look like just a new place. To a cat, it feels like the world has ended. Cats are not just animals that live in a home. Their home is their entire sense of safety. Every wall, every corner, every familiar smell tells their brain one thing: you are safe here. When that disappears, their psychology changes instantly. The moment survival mode begins the moment a cat realizes it is no longer in familiar territory. Its brain switches into what can only be described as survival mode. This isn't fear the way humans experience it. This is primitive, instinctive terror. The cat feels an overwhelming sense of loss, not just of a place, but of protection. Its safe zone is gone. And without a safe zone, the cat no longer thinks about comfort, curiosity, or play. It thinks about one thing only: how do I stay alive? Why the cat hides instead of exploring? Many people expect an abandoned cat to wander, to search, to ask for help, but most cats do the opposite. They hide, deep. Dark, cramped places become their refuge. Under cars, inside drains, between thick bushes. Anywhere they can disappear. This isn't confusion. This is strategy in the wild. Being visible means being hunted, so the cat makes itself invisible. To us, it may look like the cat has given up. In reality, it is doing the only thing its instincts allow: sensory overload and constant fear in a familiar home. Scents guide a cat like a map, but in a strange place, every smell is unfamiliar. Every sound is unpredictable. A car engine doesn't sound like a car anymore. It sounds like danger. The wind doesn't feel natural. It feels like something approaching. The presence of other cats or dogs is especially terrifying. Their scent tells the abandoned cat, this is not your territory. You do not belong here. The cat feels like an intruder in enemy land, so it stays alert. Constantly no rest. No peace. Frozen with fearsome abandoned cats don't even try to run. They freeze. You might see them crouched in one spot, shaking, barely moving. This is not stubbornness. This is not defiance. This is a biological defense mechanism. By staying perfectly still, the cat hopes to avoid detection. It is the behavior of prey, not a pet in that moment. The cat is no longer thinking like a companion animal. It is thinking like something that expects to be hunted. Why? They stop eating. One of the most heartbreaking effects of this trauma is the loss of appetite. Even when food is available, many abandoned cats refuse to eat or drink for days. This doesn't mean they aren't hungry. It means their brain has shut down all non-essential functions. In survival mode, eating comes after safety. And safety never comes, so hunger is ignored. Thirst is ignored. The body slowly weakens, while the fear never leaves. The truth about aggression: a cat that was once affectionate and gentle can suddenly scratch or bite. This shocks people. But this aggression is not anger. It is not hatred. It is fear. In an unfamiliar environment, the cat no longer recognizes humans as safe. Hands feel like threats. Approaches feel like capture. So the cat defends itself the only way it knows how. Not because it wants to hurt, but because it believes it must. Why? Abandonment is so dangerous. There is a painful truth that needs to be said clearly. Abandoning a domestic cat in an unfamiliar place is often a death sentence. Domestic cats do not have the skills to survive on the streets. They don't know where food is. They don't understand traffic. They cannot defend themselves against stray dogs or established feral cat colonies. They are not adapted to that world. They were adapted to trust. What really changes inside the cat in a safe home? A cat is a companion, curious, relaxed, playful. In abandonment, that same cat becomes something else entirely: a frightened prey animal, living minute to minute, looking for shadows, listening for danger, not because it is weak, but because its world has collapsed. Final thought: when we talk about abandoning a cat, We often focus on the physical risks, but the psychological trauma is just as severe. Because for a cat, home is not just a place. Home is safety. Home is identity. Home is survival. And when that is taken away, the fear does not fade easily.